What do my Hindu boys coming through once again? And on today's video, we're gonna talk about an incident that took place at California Correctional Institution, which is the Hatchby, and where an inmate became unalive. And I don't want to just talk about this, but I want to speak about the incidents inside a cell, how it is to get in a fight inside a cell. And one thing that you have to understand is that when you get in a fight inside the cell, you never know what's gonna be the outcome. There's nobody who's going to go over there to save you. It's going to be a one-on-one, and you never know how far that fight is going to be. Which, I mean, you don't know if weapons going to be involved or of how is everything's going to come out, right? But before we continue with this video, man, don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to comment about this incident, or if you ever been in an incident before inside a cell or know of somebody or whatever. It's commented, right? Just let me know. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, man, don't forget to hit the subscribe button real quick. It doesn't cost nothing, and all you're doing is supporting my channel, pushing that channel forward. Now, for those who've been donated, I highly appreciate Miguel, Chirps. Thank you very much. For those who are subscribed and been supporting the channel, thank you very much. Highly appreciate every single one of you guys. So let's get to this story, right? So apparently on April 5th, right, around 8 in the morning, an inmate by the name of Demetrius Cole, who's 37, right, start getting crazy, right? Probably kicking the door, calling the cops, calling the tower, calling the porters that he needs some help, right? Something's going on in his cell, and nobody knows what's going on. So eventually the cops got up, the floor cops got up to see what's going on in that cell. So I'm pretty sure they look inside to see, hey man, what's the issue? What is the issue? Why you keep on calling for help? What's happening, right? Well, trip on this. He moves, and they saw his cellie Parrish Duran, unconscious, right? Just laying right there. And it seems like he has a lot of injuries, right? So, of course, they cuff up the cellie, take him to the program office or wherever they're going to take him, and they go in there and make sure that his cellie is cool. By the time they took him to the medical, he was already pronounced unalive, man. Sad situation, but that is prison for a lot of you guys. One thing that I want to talk about this is the incident, because I have seen news about inmates becoming unalive inside a cell, right? And usually they book their cellie, they get charged, they get sent to the SHU or to ADSEC, whatever it's called now. You might wonder, does every time that something pops up in the cell, does somebody has to become unalive? Well, what's the deal with this, right? So let's talk about this. Trip on this. Being in a cell, man, could be a very scary situation. Why? Because you never know what's going to be the end of this fight. I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because if you were to get in a fight outside your cell, somebody's going to see it. Somebody's going to tell you to stop. Somebody's going to shoot up the block gun or spray you and then eventually stop it, right? But in the cell, they're not going to see it. Possibly they're not going to hear it. And sometimes people take it to that level of unaliving a cellie, man. And that's the scary thing about it. You never know who you're going to get involved in this fight. And you never know your cellie completely until you get a fight with him, right? Because not everybody's content. Some people just take it to the level, and trust me, they're willing to unalive another human being. You are in prison. You're not in the park. Nah, you are around dangerous people. And to be in a situation like that, speaking for myself, right? It's like, man, okay, what is done is done. So now it's time to do what we have to do. Why? Because of the laws, right? Unwritten laws that you have to obey by in prison. If you don't do certain things, man, you are considered something else, and you don't want to do that, right? So when you feel disrespected, of course you're gonna get up and say, hey man, let's run this. So you run it. Of course you're gonna run it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have got involved in cell fights, but the thing about this is that you never know to what level does your cellie is going to take it, or possibly you know. So it could be scary because nobody's going to help you, and you are fighting for your life at the end of the day. because you never know if you are on the losing end, to what point your cell is gonna take it to, right? So that's why when you get in a cell, especially since it's a small space, containment space, man, it is crazy to get in a fight right there, man, because you punching, you throwing blows and everything, you hitting the bunk, you're hitting the locker with your elbows, man, and you have to know how to use that cell to your advantage, man. And if you don't stand for yourself and actually push on your cellie, who probably did something disrespectful, who's probably acting up on a certain way, people will run through you like crazy. So it's better to get that thing off your chest, deal the cards, let them know, like, look, man, you just crossed the line. It's time to do this, and just do it. But I'm telling you, it's gonna be a scary situation. And sometimes when Sally's like that, getting in fights, I seen them doing it outside the cell, and people get mad about this, right? Because they're like, "Come on, man, you have to bring out the program because you couldn't handle your business inside the cell," which I do agree, right? But you have to think about this, right? I'm pretty sure some of these guys are scared of what that fight is gonna take them to, and also, I mean, getting in a cell fight is nothing nice. It's nothing nice, man. I remember this one guy getting in a cell fight with the Sally, right? And the Sally was beating him up and stuff like that. And even after he was getting beat up, Sally grabbed his own TV and just hit him with that TV right on the head. Boom! And it was not the flat screen TVs, man. It was the bubbles, the big KTVs, man, or yeah, the KTVs. That's why I always say, man, when you get in a cell, man, conduct yourself with the utmost respect towards your cellie, man. You have to understand that it is only you and him, and you want to avoid all problems. You know, you have to conduct yourself with a lot of respect. Learn how to speak to your cellie. You know, it's no like, hey, can you do this or do that? Nah, it's a, hey, man, or like, if you do this, I highly appreciate it, man. Just know how to speak, because a lot of people go into these cells, they don't know how to speak. They think they're a badass. At the end of the day, their cellie end up getting up, giving them an ass whoop. And not only that, they'll have them doing some laundry for sure, man. But for those who know, man, stay away from any fights in the cell, because they can be very dangerous. Always be on your toes. Never trusting nobody when it comes down to the cell, man. So don't forget to stay boot up, man. And if you have to, go to sleep with your boots on, man, because never know when you're gonna need them, man. So with this being it, we are out to next video. I highly appreciate every single one of you guys. Lates.